How many times have you broken this promise to yourself? How many times did you say that this year is gonna be the best year of your life and it didn't happen? If you've ever felt like you were destined for something big, like you were meant to be a millionaire or be someone with social status, like your true purpose is still waiting to be unlocked, but you can't seem to figure out how, then this video is for you. I mean, we've all been there, being young, having big dreams, thinking, hey, when I grow up, I'm going to be a millionaire. When I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor. When I grow up, I'm going to be an actress, an influencer, someone with social status. You've had those thoughts. I know it. You have dreamt of a life, of a reality that you know for yourself is meant for you. Now, I want you to just go back and relive that moment, that time where you have decided that, hey, when I grow up, I'm going to be rich. When I grow up, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to have an amazing family. When I grow up, I'm going to be happy and contented. Relive that moment. Relive that thought right now, because when you made that decision for yourself, when you were young, you were sure that it's going to happen. Your conscious mind have decided that this is the life that I am meant to live. Now it's just a matter of time. I just need to grow up and let life lead me to my destined reality. Now, as life went on, you realized that, hey, to get to where I want to be, I'm going to have to make sacrifices. You've realized that in order to get an amazing body, that you're going to have to work out every single day, eat clean for weeks on end and not see any results. You've realized that if you wanted to be rich and start a business, that you're going to have to work hard, even harder than you have worked on your 9 to 5, plainly to just let your business survive. A lot of you guys would sell out on your dreams. A lot of you guys would give up on the life that you're meant to live because you are scared of temporary discomfort. Now I know what you're thinking, but Ivan, I got kids. I don't have money. I don't have access to a gym. I don't have a car. I don't feel great. My answer to that is, so what? Then it becomes binary. Because now you have an easy excuse to be a non-contributing person in the society, right? It's okay to be a non-contributing person of the society because of the cards that you were dealt with. Does that mean that you're going to have to stay here forever now? That you're never going to be truly happy? That you're never going to live the life that you've dreamt of? Because until you make that decision to change your mindset and know that there is a way out, you might have to stay here forever. Recognize that we are all handed obstacles, that we are all handed challenges, different stressors. I repeat, we are all handed stressors, and the amount of success that you have in your life, I believe, has a direct correlation to how much stress you're able to handle and manage. How many times have you made a promise to yourself that this new year is going to be better? How many times have you decided that this new year you're going to focus on income, that this new year you will avoid toxic relationships, that this new year you're going to lose weight, exercise, and be better? How many times have you said that to yourself and then try? Then maybe you tried and it took you 2 weeks, then you're done. You gave up. Some of you took a month, maybe 2 months, 3 months to give up. I don't care. My question is, did you get there? Did you get to your destination? Do you have your dream life? Because if you don't give up, you will get there eventually. And if you're coming up with an excuse again in your mind right now, then this is precisely the reason why we cannot escape. Because if you are trying, like really, absolutely trying your best, I promise you, eventually you will get there. The harder you work, the luckier you seem to get. Thomas Jefferson. There's this interview with Elon Musk that I really wanted to share here because I think it's quite relevant. The interviewer was asking Elon Musk, hey, Elon Musk, in the future, will AI robots Are they going to be a thing? And the way that he answered that absolutely amazes me. The way that he answered it was, if technology, if scientists, if this person building the robots can make a 1% improvement on the technology every year, then in 100 years, it will happen. If you make a contribution to your efforts, to your goal, even just a little bit, eventually it will happen. It's binary. It's either it's going to happen or you're going to die. Plain and simple. I want you to know that whatever it is that's in your heart right now, whatever you desire, whatever kind of life it is that you want, another version of yourself already has that. Another version of yourself is already living that life, but you choose to let this current version of yourself take control. My advice for you today may not be the one that you were looking for. It's not strategies that I'm going to give you. I'm not going to sell you planners or tell you to create a vision board. What I see as the biggest reason as to why a lot of you guys are not living the life that you are meant to live is because of your mentality, your mindset. Let me repeat, another version of yourself is already living the life that you've always wanted, but you choose to let your current self take control. You know, today I decided that I'm going to wake up early, right? Because I wanted to film this video for you guys. And here's the thing, I hate waking up early. When I was young, I didn't mind going to school. It's the waking up early that I hated. When I was working for a company, it was HSBC about like 15 years ago, and I was a banker. I actually enjoyed my job. It's the fact that I hated waking up 6 a.m. so I can get there on time. And I can tell you with full confidence that the reason that I became an entrepreneur was partially motivated by the fact that I wanted the freedom to just wake up anytime I wanted. So sleep it's a super big deal for me. Anyway, I had set my alarm at like 7 a.m. I know that's not super early for a lot of you guys. But for me that's pretty early. And my alarm went off. When my alarm went off, man, I really wanted to press the snooze button. The real me would have pressed the snooze button and then I'd sleep a little bit more. Then when it rings again, I'd press the snooze button again and I'd sleep a little bit more. And I'm going to do that a few times until I don't have a choice but to wake up. But here's the thing. If I relied on my current loser self to make that decision for me, I would have laid down the bed the entire day until I felt like waking up. I had to ask the person who I wanted to be, what would he do? Because my higher self would press alarm off, get up right away, and work. This life that you want, it's out there, but you're making these decisions based on your loser version. How would your higher goddess live your life? Is he or she going to be negative and pessimistic, thinking that the world is out there to get them? Or would she or he be optimistic and charismatic and magnetic? You're going to have to change your frame, your way of thinking, because it is no longer serving you. And not just your decisions and the way you live life, but the way you view things and other people as well. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say money isn't everything. And typically I hear that from someone who is broke, someone who doesn't have money. Because if you want to be financially liberated, if you want to be rich, you have to respect money first. You have to respect the hustle. How many of you guys would go online, say on social media, just scroll, find a fitness influencer or some influencer, for example, and figure out anything and everything that's wrong with their post? How many of you guys would see a beautiful, successful person, let's say Kylie Jenner, and say, oh, her lips are too big, her butt is fake, her boobs are fake? Kylie Jenner, the only reason why she's successful is because she's pretty. The literal billionaire that she is. Do you have any idea the amount of effort it takes to be pretty? Most especially at that level. They spend hours on makeup. Strict diets, thousands of dollars on procedures, the pain they have to endure from the procedures, the recovery, the scrutiny under the public eye. Everyone's criticizing them. Everyone's got something to say about them. And not everything's good. The only reason why Kylie Jenner is this pretty is because of the amount of work that she has dedicated on her beauty. That's not luck. That's hard work. Kylie Jenner is successful because she's the only person who'd be able to go through that level of stress and still thrive. How many times have you judged people? How many times have you judged someone's cooking? Oh, it's too salty. And they have a literal restaurant. How many times have you judged someone's outfit? The way someone talks, the way someone looks, or a person's beliefs? Instead of judging other people and being overly critical of what they are doing, you need to really reflect on yourself first. You seriously think that you're better than this person you're critiquing? Because hate never comes from above. Hate comes from below. If you are someone who is trying to make it on social media to have some sort of a following, you will never hear someone who has already made it criticize you or hate on you, because successful people will always cheer you on. If you're someone who's trying to build a business and create an income for yourself and your family, you will never hear someone who's already made it, like, I don't know, Mark Cuban, for example, hate on your efforts. You will never hear a successful entrepreneur hate on you for building a business. How dare you criticize these people for trying, speaking as if somehow you're better than them, right? Hate comes from below. If you're hating, then you're revealing your hierarchy against these people. Don't expose yourself. Law of attraction states that your thoughts and beliefs and emotions emit a certain vibrational energy, and similar energies attract each other. So in that sense, focusing on negativity would attract negative experiences and people as well. So instead, respect the hustle. You see someone post online, they're building a brand, they're building a business, and maybe they used Photoshop. So what? They're trying, they're building something. How can you not respect someone for trying, for actually putting in the effort to put themselves out there? Because not everyone can do that. I mean, can you do that? Ask yourself, really. Because if you can do it better, why haven't you done it? Again, don't hate. Don't be judgmental. You see something, instead of critiquing, try understanding and mold your frame into a positive one. And positive experiences will be unfolding towards you as well. You have to respect the effort, the amount of time, the money, energy that they have dedicated for their craft. Understand why they are successful and respect it rather than hate on it. And if you can change your frame and really understand this concept, I promise you your reality will change. Now, I'm just talking in generality here. This advice might not be applicable for you. And if so, that's fine. Keep listening because there are learnings here. Now, if you're someone who's listening to this, and if you are fuming, angry because I have triggered you, then good. I have gotten an emotional response, and that could be a catalyst for something better. I'm saying this not because I hate you, but because I honestly think that this mindset change will be able to help you. So, visualize and be crystal clear with what you want. Change your frame and respect what other people have done to achieve these goals, because someone out there is probably living this life that you've been dreaming of. Raise your vibration because your negative energy attracts negativity in your life as well. Your energy attracts what you desire, so cultivate a positive mindset, practice gratitude, respect the hustle. Look at the good and the positive first before you even try critiquing or being negative. And finally, step into your future self. What does your future self look like? Imagine the most confident, successful, and happy version of you. How does she think? How does she act? And how does she speak? Does she hate or does she respect? Channel that energy, embody that persona, and watch your reality shift accordingly. If you've been triggered, know that it's coming from a place of love. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.